Hi, this is Lisa with the UC VAWLT, and today we're going to have a presentation on comma use with coordinating conjunctions. This is one of the most common mistakes that I see in writing today, and that's knowing when to use a comma when you see one of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. The Purdue Owl says we should use commas to separate independent clauses when they are joined by any of these 7 coordinating conjunctions: and, but, for, or, nor, so, or yet. So we're going to look at examples using each of the 7. I love to write and I love to read. This is an example of 2 independent clauses being joined by the conjunction and. So since each of these sentences could be written as a sentence on its own, then we need to combine them using the comma before the word and. In the second example, I love to read, but I do not have a lot of free time. I love to read can be independent on its own. I do not have a lot of free time can also be a sentence on its own. So if we want to add them together with the conjunction but, we have to add a comma before the word but. I am happy when I'm reading, for it is one of my great pleasures. So here's our third coordinating conjunction, for, and since each side is independent with its own subject and its own verb, then we're going to combine them together using a comma before the word for. I like to read by the fireplace, or I might read snuggled up in bed. So we have the conjunction or, and we have 2 sentences that could both be written on their own. I like to read by the fireplace. I might read snuggled up in bed. Each one has a subject and a verb, so we can combine them together using a comma before the word or the conjunction or. I don't like to read science fiction, nor do I enjoy reading biographies. So same example here, we have 2 independent clauses. They each have a subject and a verb and could stand alone, but if we want to combine them together using our coordinating conjunction nor, we just have to add a comma before nor. I enjoy reading romance novels, so I read many books by Nora Roberts. I enjoy reading romance novels, could be a sentence on its own. I read many books by Nora Roberts, could also stand on its own. So to combine them together with our coordinating conjunction so, we just need to add the comma before so. And lastly, I love to read romance novels, yet I enjoy a good fantasy novel at times. So each half of this sentence could be written as a sentence on its own. Each one has a subject and a verb. So to combine them together with our coordinating conjunction yet, all we need to do is add a comma before the word yet. So many more comma rules exist. However, these 7 coordinating conjunctions tend to cause the majority of comma errors that I see. So just remember, when you're joining 2 independent clauses together, which means 2 sentences that could stand alone by themselves because they each have a subject and a verb, then all you have to do when you're using these 7 coordinating conjunction is to add a comma before the conjunction. And I've reversed them a little bit here from the way that the Purdue Owl had them listed, because many of us may remember learning them by the old acronym FANBOYS. So each letter in the word fanboys stands for one of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. And if you want to remember them that way, then it would be for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and lastly so. So you can check out this presentation and many more great tips and other resources at our UC VAWLT website, and that's learn.maine.edu/VAWLT. You can also visit us at Google Plus at our UC VAWLT community, and we can also be found on Twitter using #VAWLT, and that's all caps VAWLT. And I found some of the material for my presentation today at the Purdue OWL's website, as I mentioned earlier. So I hope you've enjoyed our presentation on commas and coordinating conjunctions, and don't forget to visit us at the UC VAWLT. Thank you.